a bit left. Let's just do this. Look, didn't have time to do this on Saturday. Here we are, weekend's done. I wanted to try and enjoy the rest of the weekend, even though I was working and West Ham was still shit. Anyway, it finished West Ham United 0, Tottenham Hotspur 3 at emptying London Stadium. And that's something which I've just thought about. How the stadium isn't even full anymore, and how fewer and fewer people are coming, and how sad that is to see. But this is the state that we've become. Fans no longer want to attend day games. Fans no longer want to come and see the team play. I don't blame them. What's the point, eh? What's the point? It's criminally bad right now. Everything is just wrong. People say to give Potter time. How much to a time does he want? Does he want a sundial? Does he want a watch? Does he want a giant hourglass? What does he want? Because we can't give him any more time. If he doesn't win this one, was my thinking, he's got to beat Palace. If we don't beat Palace, hit the high road. Same things keep happening week in, week out for us. And I just, it ruins my weekend all the time. It ruins my weekend. Let's go into team lineups then and try and break this down calmly and in a composed manner. I look at this starting 11 and I'm actually thinking to myself, that's not a terrible team bar one or two players. Like, pardon me, but, you know, that's not even a bad team. Okay, it was Hermanson in goal. No back five, thank the Lord. But it was Kyle Walker-Peters and El Hadji Malik Diouf as the fullbacks, with Mavropanos and Kilman in central defence. Ward-Prowse and Solchik in the middle. Yeah, that wasn't favourable. Paquetá as a 10. Fernandes and Somerville to make up the attack line with Bowen up top. Fulkrug benched, as was Wilson. So both our strikers were on the bench. That's a bit of a risky thing to do, if you ask me, because we had no real firepower up front then. And it meant that Bowen had to start up top in the lone striker position, which I'm sick of him seeing that, by the way. I'm sick of him being there. I'm sick of him being a lone striker. He's a winger. He plays better on the wing. But I was excited to see that left side of the field with Diouf and Somerville just ripping it. I knew that Judas Iscariot, or shall I say Kudus Iscariot, would get booed every single time he touched the ball. And I even had some Spurs fans tell me, though, it's racist that we're booing him. I'm like, yeah, we can't be using that word. Some good energy from Somerville in that first half, by the way. He was pretty good at dribbling the ball, keeping the ball. Paquetá had a shot which he dragged just wide. Spurs couldn't really pass the ball around. Tal had a pretty poor game. Simons had a pretty difficult game as well. Paulinho struggled a bit in the midfield for them. Romero scored, but it was pulled back for a foul, and it turned out that Van de Ven, I think it was pulling on the goalkeeper's shirt. Diouf was cooking on the left. He's not just cooking, he's cooking his own little cookbook. Like, he's putting Delia and Jamie Oliver, who banned Turkey Twister, so he's an arsehole, to shame. We defended the corners pretty well. I thought Mavropanos played well, clearing the corners. He stood his ground. It's Kilman who was not. Kilman didn't do as much. And I'll say it again, £40 million on him. He should have stuck to futsal or used his university degree to build a career that wasn't in football. That's the impression that we get. Going into half-time, that was like the perfect result for West Ham. It was 0-0 and the game was still open. And there was no complaints from that point onwards, really, as far as the scoreline was concerned. What I would have done to the second half time, I would have taken off James Ward-Prowse, and I would have probably put on Magarza or even Freddie Potts at this point. I'm going to say it again. Why is Freddie Potts not even getting a chance in this team? Balled out in the preseason. Why the hell is he these days? James Wayward-Prowse, actually. I think that's what we'll call him. Second half kicked off, and West Ham's conceding goals from corners all the time. It's every 5 corners, the statistic is, and that's not good. Every 5 corners, we're conceding. Papi Matasar headed home from a corner. He loves a goal against West Ham. It's totally unmarked and poor zonal marking. On that side of the post, he was able to get a looping header into the net. Bowen forced Vicario to go low, so West Ham did respond in that sense, but they just started to just fall apart. Fell apart badly. Souček put in a really nasty high tackle with the stud raids, and he was sent off. He's banned for 3 games now. Could that be beneficial or detrimental? I don't know. Soon after that, it was 2-0. Bergvall with a header from inside the box, and 2 centre-backs who cannot jump. Again, Kilman loses his man. Hermanson is also a midget. 5'8", is he? Apparently. Is he actually... I heard someone he's 5'8". I don't believe that at all. But whatever. He can't command a box. He cannot dictate play. He can kick the ball long. I'll give him that. But not much more else. I'm just visibly, as you can see, tired of this. Same old thing. Double sub came, and this was absolutely ridiculous. Fernandes off for Magarza and Somerville off for Guilherme. Why was Somerville taken off when he had a really good game? Why was Fernandes taken off when he had an alright game? 3-0 was just too easy for them. A little bit of quick passing, and Van der Ven finished inside the box. Paquetá came off for Wilson, so I don't get those subs. We had a whole summer, though, to sort out that midfield and to get it right, and we still didn't do it until now. But whatever, Ward-Prowse can never start again, ever. What manager doesn't start a natural striker? I don't know. We finished 3-0 to Spurs. They deserve that win. They've had a flying start under their new manager. We're in the pit. Problem with this team, it's absolutely just like vertebrates. They're spineless. So many spineless individuals who don't give a damn. So many spineless players that don't put in a shift. Yes, the manager takes blame because he put out a bad team. Yes, Hermanson can easily be blamed for letting in 3 goals, but what's the point when his defenders let him down? The fact that the bowl is clearing out so rapidly, it's not even selling out anymore, is sad. It's just a sad state of affairs. There's nobody in that stadium. Like, all the fans don't want to be there. Who could blame them? Season ticket holders are cancelling the tickets. They've been going to watch games for 30, 40 years, maybe, even some of them. And they don't go anymore because of what the club's become. I'm sad that this is happening. I'm sad for everyone, bar the owner.